Hello everyone, I'm TJC0122, and today I'm playing Fire Emblem Awakening for my channel here. Just this here. So, this is the 13th entry in the Fire Emblem series. And also, this one's commonly criticized for a lot of things. I personally don't think the game deserves a lot of the hate it gets. Most people actually really don't like this game because of one main reason, in that a lot of people that were fans of the older games said this killed the franchise with mediocre map design, a story that just takes elements from all of the other entries and just kind of combines them together, really forgettable characters, and the fact that it turned the games from turn-based strategy and kind of threw this layer of like a dating simulator on top of it. I personally do not get any of those. The characters in this game are really memorable, really great, and I haven't even beaten the game yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm really close. But yeah. This game's plot, though, it's like, yeah, you can tell when it takes stuff from other entries, but it doesn't really feel repetitive in a way. And you'll see as the game goes on that it's not actually as bad as most people think. And also, this game makes for a great entry point to series fans. And you'll see why in a second. Now, in this playthrough, you're not going to be able to see the bottom screen at all, so yeah. Now, for the purpose of this, since I've played the game on normal mode before and I want something more unique, I'm playing on hard mode, classic. So, let's begin. Yeah, create an avatar here. This is the first thing that distances this game from the others. This is technically a returning mechanic from the 12th entry. But yeah, so I'm actually going to show some of this stuff. You can choose like different like character builds. I'm going to be sticking with most of the default stuff for a lot. I'll just show off some of these options. Yeah. There are a lot of hair colors here. And then here's some the voice actors.
We can do it. Stay calm. Here's how it's done. We can do it. Here's how it's done. Nicely done. Let's do it. Now that's strategy. Here's how it's done.
Yeah. The first video here is going to be kind of slow paced because of how long this game takes to actually get into a lot of gameplay. But yeah. I think the colors are all the same, no matter what.
It's my fault. Stay calm. Here's how it's done. Thanks. We can do it. Nicely done. Stay calm. Here's how it's done. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be... Actually, you know, instead of going with mostly default, I'll just kind of recreate the one I have on my main save file. Okay, yeah, that's the voice actor I picked. So, actually, you know what? For the purpose of this playthrough, I'll just stick with the defaults. Now, the name can be edited, but by default, this guy's name is Robin. Many of you might know him from Smash Brothers. And I'll just enter my actual birthday here. January 22nd. And these will determine what... You'll have one stat that you're really great at and one that you're kind of flawed at. Most people would say the best thing to go with is magic and luck, so that's what I'll be going with for this playthrough. Now, I'll be right back in a second because I just had to go make one quick change on the recording quickly, so yeah, see ya. Okay, I'm back with that change made on the recording. Let's just get this video started with. Alright. Premonition. Invisible ties. Alright, during the CG cutscenes, guys, just so you know, I'll have the sound turned up higher during the CG cutscenes so you can actually hear the voice acting. And I'm also not going to be reading this text because I actually tried to do a recording of this where I actually did read the text. And let's just say the video took almost a half an hour because I kept screwing up the lines. So yeah. If you guys want to read the text, you can just pause the video. Okay, quickly. I want to set game speed to fast. Other animations off, so when I'm healing my characters, it won't play an animation to prolong everything. I just like it like this. These are the settings I just like using in this game. Also, I just like danger area being set to all too. One of my friends is online, I'll have to check that later.
On my mark.
So yeah. So, here, the, characters you have for this are, automatically level capped. So, Crom here is automatically a level 20 Lord, and Robin is defaultively a level 20 Tactician. Level 20 is the level cap for any class that has a, promotion to it. So, basically, any, like, unpromoted class that can promote to a higher class will have a level cap of 20, but if classes are base classes that do not promote, they will have a cap of 30, and advanced classes, which are just promoted classes, have a level cap of, 30, to make up for the lack of a promotion. But yeah, I'm explaining that right now, because there's not really much else to talk about in this here because, well, it's over already.
You alright? That's the end of him. Thanks to you, we carried the day. We can rest easy now. At long last. What's wrong? Hang on. This is not your fault. Promise me you'll escape from this place. Please. Go.
And that is the premonition. I'll also be doing the prologue chapter in this video, don't worry. So, prologue, the verge of history.
Crom, we have to do something.
What do you propose we do?
I don't know.
I see you're awake now.
Hey there.
There are better places to take a nap than on the ground, you know. Give me your hand.
Alright, now if you guys are wondering what's on the bottom screen during this cutscene, it's just a map. It's just the world map of this game. So yeah. you're not really missing out on much by not seeing that. And during battles, all that's really down there is just all of your characters' like stats and inventories. And there's not really a point in that, considering that I'll be pointing out anything of note during preparation screens, or for chapters that don't have them, I'll just do it right before I move any of my units, so yeah. Yeah, but like, this playthrough is gonna be basically just a straight run through the game. Also, these videos are gonna be unedited, meaning that if I get any deaths in the playthrough at all, those are gonna be in the video, and I'm not cutting them out, so I'll also not be resetting, so well, I might reset a few times if like certain units die, but if it's like a character like actually, you know what, I'm just gonna try to actually do a no deaths run. I was gonna just do a basic run, but I think that I might actually end up, nah, yeah, let's just go with deaths, accepting them. Obviously, I'll be scrapping a recording if a main character dies, because if main characters die, it just resets the entire chapter, so but the only characters that actually, well, the game will actually do that with are, Crom and Robin, to my knowledge. I think there might be a few others, but yeah.
Right.
Crom and Robin are the only two that I know of.
Yeah.
But yeah. Also, I'm not going to be using, second seals to reclass units in this game, in this playthrough. I will, use them if my characters just have a few skills that they need to learn. But for the most part, I won't be grinding, and I won't be abusing second seals. So, yeah. I might not show the DLC for this game, though, because I actually don't own all of it. In fact, the only DLC for this game that I actually have is Champions of Yore 1, so yeah, if you guys want to read this text, and I'm going too fast through it, then you can just pause the video, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm sorry if that annoys you. But yeah, at least I'm not skipping the cutscenes entirely.
Gods. Crom. Good.
Alright,
Shall we then?
as Frederick just said, shall we then? So, those things that keep appearing in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen are, like, just basically tutorials. So, yeah. Now, I'll explain classes here that for the characters that we currently have. Robin's class here is Tactician. It says that right on the bottom screen under his name. Tacticians are, there's only 2 characters in the game that can actually have this class. And it's basically like, it's kind of a more like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, you have a balance between physical attacks and magic attacks. So yeah, because you have both access to a sword and tomes. But yeah, then Crom is a lord, and lord is just main characters. Frederick here, by the way, tactician and lord are unpromoted classes, so I should explain that first of all. Now, Frederick is a great knight, which is actually a promoted class, and then Lissa here is a cleric. This is a class that cannot attack anything itself, but instead it will heal off damage on other units. Now, right here, we have an example here of support units. Okay, a 3% critical hit. You guys can't see it, but it does show my critical hit accuracy and damage on the bottom screen along with enemies. Now, for the purpose of this playthrough going quickly, I'm going to be playing with the simplified combat like forecast on. So basically, I just pressed a button and it switched everything to simplified mode, so it's like this now. However, I will be combining both, just so I can make sure that I'm not being stupid here. Anyway, let's see. I think I'll have Robin move in quickly first. I might, like, for this early stuff, I'll just be playing with it off, like, to simplify. That was even less than the last one, because that was a 2%. What, am I just gonna have Robin getting constant, like, critical hits here in this playthrough or something? Anyway, these sparkling spots on the ground, if you just end a character's turn on them, certain events will happen, like here. What that does is improve weapon ranks. I'll explain this quickly. That basically lets you use stronger versions of items and weapons. So, Lissa here has staff rank E. Robin is sword and tome E. Frederick starts out with a lance mastery B. And he also has D ranks in swords and axes as well. I'll explain, like, class stuff, because I'll explain class weapons right now. Cleric is just staffs. Lord is just swords, like, pure swords at the moment. I say at the moment, because, yeah. But then Tactician is swords and tomes, and then Great Knight is swords as axes and lances. Wait, I mean sword. What is my tongue? Grammar. Words. Bleh. Anyway, I think I went through that text way too quickly. Whatever. Anyway, unit supports, as I tried to explain earlier before Robin got a 3% critical hit and I kind of stopped talking about that. Basically, having units fight in adjacent tiles will have them gain specific buffs. And these buffs themselves can also be increased by having units attack next to each other. Actually, I'm gonna try using this sword. Bronze sword. Yeah. It's always best to not just abuse tomes at the beginning of the game. Even though, like, usually if you do what I did and choose magic as your high stat, you'll be better off using tomes. You don't want to abuse them because there is a sword you can get later that uses your magic stat, but in order to wield it, you have to have a sword rank C. And in order to make your sword ranks go up, you need to use swords. Anyway, that's Lissa in action there with healing. I turned other animations off earlier during the pre-monetization, so that, because normally it would transition into like a battle scene when you use a staff, and I didn't want that to happen because that usually takes a very long time, especially with other stuff. But yeah. This first video here might not really get the most out of everything. I'll explain what stats do though. HP, that's obviously your health. If that ever hits 0, you're dead permanently because it's Fire Emblem. Strength is physical attacks. So basically that affects how strong you are using a physical weapon. Magic is obviously your magic strength, so the higher that is, the more damage you do with magic weapons. Skill affects your hit rate and critical hit rate. Speed allows you to... that affects your evasion, so it makes it so that you can dodge attacks better. And that also will allow it so that if that's 5 higher than the enemies, you will attack twice in combat. Luck lowers enemy critical hit chances. Defense is how much damage you're able to block out from physical attacks, and then resistance is blocking magic attacks. The reason I explain those stats is because this boss here, Garrick, I'm gonna be explaining boss stats. So he's armed with a hand axe here, which is an axe that has a range of 1 to 2, so you can basically use that to attack or counterattack foes that are one space away. And his stats are 25 HP, 10 strength, 0 magic, 6 skill, 9 speed, 3 luck, 3 defense, and 0 res. And then his battle stats are, well, I don't even need to explain battle stats, but whatever. So, another thing you can do in this game that was first added in this game was pairing units, so you can do it like this. They don't explain this for like a few chapters, so I'll just get it out of the way now. You can do that to just basically, this affects, so like, they have like unit supports still, and also the lead unit gets stat buffs, so in the case of Robin here, it increased his speed and, I think, skill. Also, another thing that support ranks added to this game was Dual Strike and Dual Guard, which are two battle actions that you can perform. Basically, how this works is based on unit supports and all this other stuff. The unit that you're paired with or standing next to will have a chance to either jump in and land an extra attack for you during combat, or they can also jump in and block an incoming attack towards you. However, that can... What with the chance of Crom getting a crit there with his falchion, which has a very low crit rate? Oh, that was near perfect. Level ups in this game are random, but right there, that was actually pretty great, because everything but my skill stat, I think it was, went up. So, yeah. This video is 21 minutes long right now. I think I could go further if I wanted to, but I don't want the video to be too long. So, I think that I'll just end it after this cutscene. But anyway, this is a great game, and I look forward to playing through the rest of it. Yeah.
My thanks.
I don't know what else to say considering the video is about to end, but yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway, I'll be seeing you all in the next video now. So, in the next video, we will proceed through, we'll proceed up north here to the west of Yellowstone. So, I'll see you all in the next video. So, yeah, bye for now.